This is The Flower of Freedom, and I'm Deborah Reeves. I wrote the book, and we're about to begin chapter 35. Please take your seat, and I appreciate your goodwill and your good heart. I just want to remind you before we go further that these first chapters are foundational to the strength that people will need to survive what comes later. Here we go, chapter 35, Christmas Surprises. Marie handed Bertie the envelope from Uncle Achille. In it, he found a round-trip ticket to Switzerland for the dates, which coincided with Marie's winter break. Inside, there was also some folded Swiss francs with a note that said, "To the best bodyguard in the world, love Uncle Achille. P.S. Remember that the hotel is covered." He showed it to his parents, who gaped. Marie gave him his gift from her. It was for skiing equipment rental in Switzerland. Uncle Achille had helped her organize it. Bertie said, "I'm going skiing in Switzerland this year, posh old me." Marie almost spit out her cocoa when she was laughing. "Your turn," Bertie said, thrusting a package in her direction. When it was opened, it revealed a set of pink long johns. She lifted smiling eyes to Bertie, who said they had to be pink to distinguish them from mine in the laundry. And he folded his tall frame in half with laughter as he thrust a second smaller package in her direction. It revealed a canister of mace, for when the wife hunters come calling. Oscar loved that joke. Her parents got her a new parka. It was lovely. "It must have cost an arm and a leg," she protested as she tried it on and refused to take it off until her mother insisted, "You'll get overheated and spend the rest of the time sick." By then it was very late. They all went to bed, and Bertie insisted that their doors had to stay open so that they could talk as they used to. He was asleep when she told him how much she loved her long underwear. The next morning started closer to noon. Eggs Benedict for breakfast. Papa squeezed the oranges for fresh juice, as he always did. Just as they always had, they were going to Dr. Donovan's and Michelle's place for dinner. Tradition. It meant so much to Marie that year. After breakfast, they opened their stockings. Somehow, all those silly small things made Christmas extra special. There was one stocking for each of them. Bertie thought he would have to do it alone this year, and he had prepared early. But together, Marie and he had beefed them up, and their parents' stockings had to be put into a pillowcase to contain everything. They spent a happy hour laughing at the ridiculous and the sublime things in their stockings. It was then that Oscar reminded them that they should call Uncle Achille. Marie dialed the overseas numbers, worried that all the lines would be busy, but in a few moments the call was connected. Uncle Achille answered the phone, and she wished him "Bon Noël, mon oncle." Marie Claire, you called." "Of course I called you. We're all here, and we all want to speak to you. Did you open your gift for me? Did you like it?" "What have you got on the agenda for today?" she asked in a torrent of words that made him laugh aloud. "Oh, Marie, it's just never the same. This place is empty without you." "Yes, I got your gift. I could not believe my eyes. How on earth did you manage it?" Marie had found an art student at her school, and she had paid the young woman to paint the Pomade Chateau in the Loire Valley from a photograph that she found in a photo album at the penthouse. The young woman had done a magnificent job, and she even told Marie where she could get it framed. "It's the most thoughtful gift I have ever received," he said with conviction. Did Paulette like it? Did she like her gift? Marie wondered a little nervously. She has not seen them yet. For Christmas this year, I got her something that she has wanted for many years. I bought her a round-trip ticket to Argentina and a month's stay in a hotel in the capital city of Buenos Aires. She flew out the day after you did." "You mean you're all alone for Christmas?" Marie asked in horror. "My dear, please, I am quite content. This is the first time that I have been able to stay in my dressing gown and slippers for a whole day for decades. The maid left me an entire Christmas banquet in the refrigerator. No one is making me go to parties. No one is telling me when to eat. I'm having such a pleasant time of it. Please believe me, I have my books, and I am luxuriating in having the apartment all to myself." It was then that Bertie asked if he could speak with Uncle Achille. He said his profuse thanks, and Uncle Achille dismissed them, saying it was entirely his pleasure. "Bertie, you must remember," Uncle Achille said, "something that I forgot for a very long time. Money is not meant to be stacked up into piles and counted. It is meant to make a life with. It's a bit like water, Bertie. If you dam it up, it gets fetid. If you let it flow, it brings life to everyone along the stream. Try not to make the mistakes that I have made. That applies to love as well. May I speak to your father now, Bertie?" And Bertie handed the phone to Oscar. "Hello, Bertrand. There is no better time than Christmas, I guess, to ask for your forgiveness. In the most sincere way possible, I ask for your forgiveness for meddling with your family and your happiness. I overheard someone recently who said that Anne-Marie's final wish was that you and your wife raise her daughter. I did not know until that moment. Oh, please, forgive me. I finally understand what I have done." "Forgive you, Achille? I called you to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Sending Marie to us for Christmas means more to every one of us than you could possibly know. You are more than forgiven. You are part of our family now, and you always will be," Oscar told him. Oscar thought that he heard the old man sniffling, and then Oscar teared up. Uncle Achille tried to get himself under control and said in a suitably gruff voice, "I find that I must hang up now. Bonne Noël to all." And he abruptly hung up the phone. That's the end of this chapter, chapter 35. I look forward to seeing you for chapter 36. Godspeed to you all. Bye-bye.